been many years since I walked the streets of the village of Wappingers Falls, but I'm so glad you are here to join me today, for my spirit still lingers among the books and shelves that filled my life. My name is Elizabeth Anne Howarth. I was born in 1834 in Manchester, England. My father was a local librarian there and tended the great libraries. My early years were filled with books and authors and the endless words that surrounded me. So was my natural calling. When I moved to America with my husband James, also of Manchester, England, we settled here in the village of Wappingers Falls and raised our 4 children, Edward, James, George, and Ida. Life was not without its hardships, but I found my true calling here when I was entrusted with the care of the library for this growing village. In May of 1867, I was asked to serve as the first librarian of the Grinnell Library. At that time, it was but a modest collection of books on the 2nd floor of the building of East Main and Market Street. The library was the vision of Mr. Irving Grinnell and Bishop Satterley of Zion Church. The local townspeople supported it with a modest subscription of $1 that enabled the doors to remain open and the books in circulation. For 20 years, I welcomed the townsfolk, children hungry for tales, men seeking knowledge, women yearning for inspiration. Then a vision was realized, and in 1887, the Grinnell Library was opened. At this time, it was located at the corner of East Main Street and Spring Street. How proud I was to walk those steps up to the 2nd floor where the room was filled with light, and at the back was a small apartment for the librarian. It was accessible from both within the library and also from outside to a door that led to Spring Street. I served the library faithfully as the librarian for 42 years, until sadly my health declined in 1909, and then I passed from this earth on July 15, 1910. I left behind not riches, but a legacy of learning, for the library is the beating heart of every community. Would any of you care to hazard a guess at what some of my favorite books might have been during that time? Anyone? Well, some of my favorite, of course, were children's stories. Little Women, which was in 1868, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, and of course, a nod to my English ancestors, The Hound of Baskerville, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Oh my, those were such thrilling stories to read to the many children. So if you visit the Grinnell Library